Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Now a give right side. Patterson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down at 5. Now a give right side. It's Patterson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, it's Patterson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Ryan. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Prescott. Left side to Lamb. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And I think the ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
The question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's crazy. He's 46. We're going to 54.
Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. The 20.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
And they'll run again.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons on one play have taken the lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2nd and 11.
The give is to Elliott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3.
They run with Patterson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Neville Gallimore able to record his 5th sack of the season. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan, they have pressure coming, and they got him once again. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on the sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Austin. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. We're going to 54 right here. He's coming, double up. Check. Crash down.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Running with Elliott. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. This will be caught by Brown.
7 yards, the pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
A give to Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Prescott off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd and 2, now Ryan.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Ryan on target to Pitts, first down, Falcons.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw again is Ryan. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Throwing again, Ryan. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Ryan on second down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Patterson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Prescott looks to throw on first. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Complete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Kelvin Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Ryan. Able to find Patterson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So a holding penalty, and that'll send it backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Well, Prescott here to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Dallas, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.